Welcome. In this video, I want to share with you how awesome is self-observation and self-awareness by running through my morning routine, my first hour of the day, what kind of observations and what kind of thoughts I had in my mind and how I dealt with them. And before we start, I just really wanted to share that yesterday I watched this amazing video by Jim Quick and Dr. Jill Boyle Taylor about whole brain living. And in short, in this video, they talked about these four characters in our brain. Our brain consists of two hemispheres, they're completely separate, and just communicate through something I don't remember the name of it, but they communicate to each other. And the left part is responsible about past and future, and the right part is responsible about present. So four characters. Number one, which is past and future analytical thoughts. So this is one like purely analytical, logical, like Mr. Spock in Star Trek or some other character, and always calculating how to approach the situation best. Number two, which is usually the one that brings us down because most of us have some childhood traumas, unresolved issues, and this is the one that really is worrying about past, worrying about future, and being past and future emotions. It also could be a good ones, the past and future expectations. So could be our good side and our bad side, depending on which modality it falls into. Now we go for the right brain. We have this thinking present. So this character is usually trying to get to experiences everything, something new, some novelty, uh, new adventures. Just something new. Let's go it. Let's do it. Immediately jumping into the things. And the fourth one is kind of like Mr. Yoda in Star Wars. This wise guy, feeling emotions, being in the moment, being present, giving us this wisdom, love, gratitude. So getting in touch with our deep emotions, just letting things go as it is. So as you understand these four characters, I recommend you to dive deeper, even name them. So you have developed relationships, already started developing relationships with my ones. And that's it about these characters. Let's start with my day. So first, how do I get up? So I woke up around 7. Not really my time of the day. I'm usually getting up really early, but lately I'm recovering from inflammation, so I'm allowing myself to sleep a bit more, have a bit more rest, and because I allow myself to do these kind of things, I experience a bit of resistance of getting out of my bed. So I wake up, I see it's already bright, and I wonder, what time it is? How guilty could I be about myself staying too long in a bed? And then I watched the clock, and it was something 7:20, something like that. And then I think, then this thinking process of my character number two goes in. Yeah, yesterday you had a really long hike, your body is exhausted, stay in the bed a bit longer. Just stay here. Enjoy. Don't pressure your body, don't put any pressure on it. Just stay here. You feel that tension in your body? Yeah, that one. That means we have to stay here longer. So I think, okay, there's no harm. I could stay here for a couple of moments, maybe 5, 10 minutes, and just think about how I want to spend my day. And of course, I didn't do that. I just stayed in the bed because of this character number two took over. My mind was just more in the past and future, and I didn't really spend it that efficiently. Anyway, I just stayed there. And then at some point, thought came into my mind, where is my focus for today? What would I actually want to achieve today? And I decided I want to serve. I want to be as useful for other people as I can, even though I really want to take care of myself at the same time. Still staying with a reasoning of the character number two. And then I was thinking, okay, how do I do that? And it immediately came the thought, I need to take care of my cells, of my body. So in order to serve my best, I need to take care of my cells, not myself, my cells. And I was thinking, okay, what do my cells need at this point to feel better, to have the best environment for them? And basically, it's starting up my morning routine. They need more energy, they need mm, movement because of energy and refreshment. They need to wake up refreshed by cold shower, which is the first thing I do when I get out of bed. I get up. I actually first thing I do underneath hydrate. Yeah. So the first thing when I get up, I already know what to expect. I start my morning routine. That's why character number two doesn't want to get out of the bed because I already have quite strict, quite certain routine what I'm following. So I'm getting out of my bed. I'm having a glass of water. Then I'm going into the shower and starting a cold shower, which first hydrates my body, and then when I'm internally and externally, I'm washing off the stress of the and dust and the sweat of everything from the night, and I'm just getting refreshed. I'm getting into my shower today, and usually I have this resistance into the shower. It's too cold. It's gonna. Also, I remember last night, last day, the whole day I was walking in a fog. It was really chilly, and I was kind of a bit freezing a bit whole day. And my number two is saying, "Yeah, yesterday you had this really tough experience of being in a cold, and you don't want to get in too cold shower today." But I know need to, I want to, I must have a cold shower today, this morning. However, today I thought, okay, I start medium cold. I don't start really cold. I start medium. I was like start like lukewarm shower, and suddenly I had this thought, maybe it's not cold enough. And it's quite funny how my thinking process flipped in a moment from thinking it's not warm enough to thinking it's not cold enough, and then like kind of going into lukewarm shower. Is it giving me benefits I'm actually wanting from the shower? And I gradually started lowering the um, temperature of the shower to the from the lukewarm to a bit colder. And I took it like 30 seconds or 1 minute. This was really brief shower. I wasn't really pushing myself. The point was getting wet and getting a bit refreshment for my prefrontal cortex, for my brain, and for my feet, and for my eyes. So those are the two body parts I'm really interested into cooling down, to have refreshment, and then just having the whole body, having that experience of water, cool water running down. The rest of it, for me, it's not that important. Okay, I'm getting out of the shower. I dry myself with a towel, having a gentle rub for my body, starting activating my cells, rubbing myself, affirming at least once to the body that I love myself, looking into the mirror, and then once I'm dry, I'm getting out on the balcony, putting my towel to dry, and then I'm jumping. And what I'm doing now is when I'm jumping, I'm doing in the beginning, I'm doing a breathing exercise like a breath of fire, then I'm just shaking my body out, then I'm doing all kinds of weird movements, just playing around, and then I'm kind of being playful myself. And for like 3 minutes, I put the timer on 3 minutes. I'm just being out there, focusing on my breath. At least once I'm going through my affirmations. I'm just being there, shaking out my legs, my body, and just being active and like I'm focusing on three things: shaking, jumping, and my breath. And that's it. After that, I'm going on for the push-ups because I notice my hand strength has decreased, and I want to build up my muscles, also my arm strength. And basically I'm doing 3 sets of archer push-ups, going from one to other side. I'm doing regular push-ups, and I'm doing diamond push-ups. So, and also I do it a bit of a handstand. I stand against the wall and do a gentle handstand push-ups, not going all the way down, just like halfway, like 6 times each of these things I do, and it's just like it warms me up a bit. After that, I'm going for yoga. I didn't notice any new revelations this morning as I was going through this. I just tried to smile as often as I could during this routine, and just try to enjoy, not just taking the time and just loving myself as I do this process, and just affirm, yeah, this is so amazing. You're doing good job, Toms. Keep at it. Amazing. And just focus on a result, focus on a form, hold firming your body. Try to do it less, how do you say, less repetitions, but with more quality, like quality over quantity. Just try to focus on really these few reps we're doing here. Just try to keep your body tight, not go like your butt up and down as you do those push-ups. Just try to have a steady, firm plank, even planking during those push-ups. So after that, I'm going for yoga. And I think I mentioned in another video, my journey from yoga. When in the beginning, I couldn't do any shorter class than 1 hour and a half. I was just trying to, I want to do this posture, I want to do that posture, and one more posture, one more thing. Let's squeeze it in. How much time? Oh, it's 1 hour and a half. Okay, let's do it. Finishing sequence. And then I gradually started pushing myself to 1 hour mark. It was really hard, tedious process of getting that awareness, what time it is. Okay, it's 10 minutes before 1 hour, so I have like 15 minutes already in a class. I must have finishing sequence. I start finishing sequence and do meditation, and I end up like 1 hour and 5, 1 hour and 10 minutes, depending on the flow. And then I was cutting down to the 45 minutes, and then eventually I got down to the 20 minutes. And most of the times I managed to get under 20 minutes because I'm always like looking at the clock. Okay, I really must start finishing my sequence, and I have to get comfortable finishing and skipping everything else I didn't manage to squeeze into this routine. And I really felt like it's not enough, and that's one of the reasons no one actually came to my classes, because I was sending to the universe feeling of not enough. This is not enough, guys. Don't even bother watching these videos. Anyway, that's me complaining about my business success. And now I got into the other modality. So after I was cutting down my yoga practice to these 20 minutes, at some point I got into the inflammation, I got into some health issues, and I basically for 2 weeks I couldn't practice anything at all. And these two things combined meant that I wasn't practicing anything, and suddenly I wake up doing nothing. So once I want to restart my yoga practice, I'm actually not even thinking about that I haven't done enough. I'm actually, the coin has flipped, my identity has switched, and my thoughts are now opposite. Okay, I have to push myself to do at least 10 minutes. Why? Because my body is still weak, I still have a pain, I should go careful myself, and you don't want to exert too much strength and too much pressure on your weak body, and just go easy on yourself. Don't, like, I was thinking, okay, because I have to go easy on myself, I want to take care of myself properly, so I heal properly, so I don't push myself too hard. I cannot do too much yoga. So now I switched from not doing enough to doing too much. Be careful not to do too much. And I was measuring my success by time. So basically I was checking all the time, okay, did I did enough time? Is it enough time? Is it how much time it is? And it's actually quite funny that this morning I really noticed that before I was focusing on which asanas I want to do to take care of myself, and then as I do one, I'm getting into the flow, and then I remember there's another one, and like the days before, like within last week, instead of focusing which asanas, which postures I want to do, I was focusing, did I do enough time? Is it enough time? And I was always in stress looking at the time, instead of focusing on myself, how do I feel, what I've done. And instead of focusing on outcome, I was focusing on actual time. So I'm stressfully putting a timer on. Oh, did I do enough time? Can I stop now? Can I stop now? Can I stop now? Oh, it's 6 minutes. Okay, I still need to put some more asanas. Oh, 8 minutes. I still need to stretch. Oh, 10 minutes. Oh, I already can finish. Nice. Do I want to do something else? And because I'm in this stressful state of watching my time all the time, it's really hard to focus on actual practice because I'm into this number one and number two characters, which are focused on past and future. I'm worrying what I'm gonna do next. And also number three is kicking in quite strongly, which think, okay, there are these things I want to experience now, these things I want to experience now. I want to do this. Let's go. Let's kick off this yoga thing. It's enough. I want to experience something else, whatever it is, something else. So I have these three characters going against me, against my presence in the yoga practice. So that's really hard. When you focus on your time, it's really hard to battle these creatures, battle these characters. So why should I do it? I just flip my mind. I focus on how I care about myself. I focus on the present moment and focus on actual essence. And it helped a lot. And today, what I observed, instead of having instead of having usual battle to getting 10, 15 minutes out of my practice, I was focusing on asanas. I didn't even put a timer on it. I said, I don't care about how much time I spent today. I just care about quality being present on my practice. I want to follow roughly the same routines, same things I was doing days before. I just want to make sure I do my best on those few things I'm doing already, and just enjoy and affirm that myself, yeah, I'm smiling and enjoying. I'm taking really care. And I roughly took the time when I start, so I know roughly when I get to the 15 minutes mark, I wanted to I wanted to treat myself at least 15 minutes without worrying and just staying in a like forward bend for longer if necessary. And I ended up doing half an hour roughly. I didn't put a timer on, so I just like roughly half an hour. And I was like, yeah, if I switch my mindset from outcome based, from time based to outcome based, I can easily do half an hour again, and I have no guilt, and it's just really easy and flow. And basically, that's the part where my morning routine finishes. That's around half an hour. After that, I was going for a tea, warming tea. Then now I sat down to make this video, and after that I will do Tony Robbins priming routine, which is another 15 minutes, just focusing on things I'm grateful for, a bit of a breathing for 3 minutes again, and focusing on planning my compelling future. And that's it. That's my successful morning routine. I'm still looking forward to my Tony Robbins, and then I have breakfast. I'm treating myself nicely with my breakfast. Hopefully this video you got something useful, and you enjoyed my rant, you enjoyed my thought, and you just find something useful. As always, try to smile as often as you can, sending a positive signal to your body. Be present, observe yourself, and see you on the next one. Have a magical day in front of you. And as always, if you gain any value whatsoever, I would really appreciate if you supported this channel. Subscribe, like this video, and maybe even drop us any feedback, drop any comment, so the YouTube algorithm puts this video in front of other people like you and just helps other people as well. Would really appreciate it. And as always, have a magical day.